continuation of the course, right? BUS205, Introduction to Business. And this, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first class we are having. And we are optimistic that this week we should be concluding with this class, this course, so we can take some other things. All right. So today we'll be taking on partnership. All right, taking on partnership, and from there we can take some other things. All right. With this being said, let's go straight into it. So we have okay. So we have on Mr. Edward says good evening. Good evening, Mr. Edward. It's great to have you on board. And Mr. Joe says good evening. All right, it's good to have you all on board. So in our last class we talked about, all right, advantage and disadvantages of sole, all right, of sole trader, of a sole trader. Good evening, Peace Queen. It's great to have you on board. So today we're going to talk about partnership. All right, partnership. Now, according to what Denode said in 2004, all right, good evening, sir, and good evening, everyone. Mr. Sinosai, it's great to have you on the stream. I think this is the first time I joined this class. It's great to have you on the stream. So I have according to Denode, all right, do in 2004, all right, he said partnership is an association, all right, the coming together of 2 or more 2 to 20 persons, all right, the association of 2 to 20 persons, all right, 2 to 20 persons carrying on a business in common, all right, with a view of making profits, I beg your pardon. So according to what Denode in 2004 said about partnership, all right, it said partnership is an association of a minimum of 2 persons, all right, a minimum of 2 persons to about 20, all right, carrying on a business, all right, in common, right, and they have nothing more, nothing less than to what? Make profit. All right, make profit. Good evening, Miss Appy. It's great to have you on board. So we have that as that. Now, partnership contributes both funds and efforts. I think I should complete this. 2 persons, all right, carrying on a business, with the intention, with a view of making profit. Of making, all right, profits. Nothing more, nothing less. So we have partners contribute funds and efforts to set up and manage the business, and they share profits, they share loss, all right, on agreed basis. Now we have funds just a moment. Funds. Okay. We have efforts. Are we together? We also have profits. Okay. And we also have profits, we have loss, and we have agreements. Now, let's pay attention to all these points. According to partnership, profit is being done. Now, this is, let's write here, together. All right, together. Now, in partnership, fund is contributed together. All right, in partnership, effort is invested together. In partnership, profits is shared together. All right, in partnership, all right, loss is shared together. All right, and in partnership, one agreement binds all. All right, everything is done together. So we have that as that. All right, there's a concrete set of agreements. All right, concrete set of agreements by all partners. There's a binding agreement, all right, that binds partners in partnership. Now, let's know more about that. Let's continue. Now we have partnership is an association of 2 to 20 persons or 2 to 10 persons. All right, as in case of bank to carry on as co-workers of business of profit. All right, partnership can also be not only 2 to 20, can also be 2 to 10. All right, so into that peradventure you come across a question like partnership is an association of 2 to 10, true or false, so I don't get confused. It can be 2 to 20, can also be 2 to 10, so don't get confused. All right, Miss Rejoice, it's great to have you on board, although you came a bit late. Nevertheless, it's great to have you on board. Now, partnership, in partnership, they also share losses that arise from the business. Like I said earlier on, partnership losses and profits are being shared, all right, together. Now, let's talk about the features very quickly. The features of partnership, all right. Basically, just like we did in sole trader, sole proprietorship, when it comes to partnership now, ownership is not by one person. All right. Do I need to write that down? Any for us to jot that down? Let me just explain. When it comes to partnership, one of the feature. Okay, Mr. Edward said yes. Mr. Joe says no. Okay, let me write that down so we can. Okay, so features. Now we have ownership. All right. When we say ownership in partnership, all right, it is formed between 2 to 10 people and between 2 to 20 people. All right, 2 to 10, 20 people. All right. So most likely in case of bank is 2 to 10. All right. In case of bank, but if it's not a banking business, then we can have 2 to 20. All right. So ownership, it is not owned by an individual. All right. It's owned by multiple, all right, individual. Are we together? All right. People. So we have initial capital is contributed. Now, capital, when it comes to capital, since it's not a one-man business like the entrepreneur or the sole trader that is limited by their capital, since it's not an individual thing, since it's a group thing, it's a group effort, so capital is also contributed, all right, by partners. Contributed by partners. Okay, capital is contributed by partners. All right, and we have liability. The liability is unlimited except for limited partners. All right, liability in the sense that if anything goes wrong, everybody will face it. All right, except for the partnership that is called limited partnership, and that is the partnership, that is the agreement. All right, okay, this partnership, our liability is limited only to the money invested, nothing more, nothing less. Except for that, when it comes to liability, it is unlimited. All right, liability is unlimited. Unlimited, except, all right, limited to except limited to for limited partners. Are we together? Except for limited partners. So we have the motives for forming partnership. All right, nothing more, nothing less than profit reasons. All right, when there's enough capital to start a business, all right, the business can start on a large scale. All right, you can imagine if one person can start a business with ₦1,000,000, all right, that person can be able to get some certain things and establish himself. But you can imagine if 2 to 20 people come together and bring that same ₦1,000,000, that's about ₦20,000,000, all right, to start that same business that an individual started with 1,000,000. All right, no matter how smart, no matter how intelligent that's the one the individual started, all right, the outcome can never be the same thing with that of the partnership. All right, the capital partners bring together just to start up a business. So when it comes to the feature of partnership, one of the advantage is that, all right, the profit, the one of the reasons for formulating the partnership is for profit reasons. So more profit, all right, more if the business is large in scale, all right, the chances of making more money, more profit is high. All right, so the motive, all right, is for profit making. All right, and 5, they have method of withdrawal. All right, before you can withdraw your capital, definitely some extent, as soon as there's enough to go around, if you wish as a partner to withdraw your capital, all right, you have to have the approval. All right, unlike the sole proprietor or the sole trader, the sole proprietorship or the sole trader, that you can withdraw your capital without consulting anybody. When it comes to partnership, you have to have the consent. Since it's not a one-man business, you need the consent of other partners before you can withdraw your capital. Right? That's method of withdrawal. Method of withdrawal. All right, that's all right, must be approved by other members. Must be approved by other members, and it is laid down in the partnership deed. Like I said, okay, we've not gotten there. We'll get there very soon. We'll get to know what it means by partnership deed. Okay, so that we can call a wrap on that. Permit me to raise the board so we can have more points. So basically, there are two types of partnership. All right, there are two types of partnership. So we're taking that right away. All right, the two types of partnership we have, they are all right, we have ordinary and limited. Ordinary all right, partnership, all right, and limited all right, partnership. Now let's dissect. Okay, Miss Grace Friday, it's good to have you on board. You came a bit late. It's good to have you on board. So we have the ordinary partners. All members or partners take active part in the management of the business and are generally liable to loss or risk. All right, the ordinary partners, everybody is active, all right, in making decisions and managing the business. Right, all members are active, all right, and here unlimited liability. If anything goes wrong, all right, if anything goes wrong, nobody will escape it. Everybody must suffer it. That is according to what we call ordinary partnership. But the limited partnership, any member in this category, his debts are restricted to the amount of money contributed in running the business. Here we have, like it says here, limited partners, all right, limited in the aspect of risk and liability, all right, limited liability. All right, limited liability. In the case of liability, it is limited only to the amount of money lost. Let me put that down. Restricted only to the amount of money contributed. All right, only to the amount of money contributed. So we have that as that. Now we have not partners take equal part in management of the business. All right, in limited partnership, not unlike ordinary partners and all members are active. Here, not all members are active. All right, not all members are active. Okay, are we good to go? Now, so if all members are not active, all right, there must be, all right, a member who bears the risk and also take active part in the business. All right, even though all members are not active, amongst these members there is this particular one, or there might be some set of people that is very active and takes a lot of decision. Now, when it comes to the time of sharing of profit, now it might be different, because you that are not active, you don't expect to take much, all right, of profit, compared to that person who is very active and takes the decisions. All right, so now let's look at kinds of partners. Kinds of partners. All right. So now we have about 5. So we've talked about the types. All right, now we're talking about the kinds. Now we have about 5 types of partners. All right, 5. All right. We have about 5 kinds of partners. All right, so number 1, we have okay, I think we are good to go. So number 1, we have the active. Okay. 2, we have the dormant or sleeping partner. All right. 3, we have the normal or passive partner. All right. 4, we have the silent. All right, silent partner. And 5, we have the secret partner. Okay, so permit me to take some water. Just a moment. Okay, now, like we have been saying, like I have mentioned earlier, that the active partner is one who take active part in the formation, financing, and management of the business. Active in the financing part, active in the formulation part, active, and taking management decision, active. All right. Formulation, finance, and management of the business. Are we together? So we have the dormant or sleeping. Just like as the name implies, dormant or sleeping. This partner contributes only what? The money needed for the formulation, all right, of the business or for running of the business. Contribute only money. Contribute only money. All right, money needed to run the business. Required to run the business. Okay, that's for the dormant or sleeping partner. Okay, now we have the normal, like normal, all right, or passive. All right, normal or passive partner. Here, a normal partner is one who is not actually a partner. Okay, he is not actually a partner, but he allows his name to be used, all right, in the partnership, or giving the public impression that is a partner, even though he may not share in the profits. Are we together? Allows his name to be used, all right, but he is not by any chance a member of the partner or take decisions or share profit or anything. All right, he just allow his name to be used. All right, and he gives that impression to the public that he's a member of this business or a partner of the business, a partner in the business. So we have that as that. So we have the silent partner. Here is an individual who is known to be, all right, to the public as a partner but does not take active part. Okay, so he's not a partner here, not a partner. All right, so for the silence, all right, here, known to the public, all right, known to the public as a partner, all right, but it does not take active part in the management. As a partner, all right, but not part of the management. All right, management of the business is not part. All right, so we have the secret partner. The secret partner. Here, a secret partner is that who is active in the affair of the business, but not to the public as a partner. All right, the public does not know him as a partner, but he's very active in the affair of the business. All right, very active. All right, but not known to the business, to the public as a partner. All right, so we have that as that under the kinds of partners. So the active partner, all right, formulates, finance, and does the management part of the business. Okay, the dormant or sleeping partner, he contributes only money. When it's time to contribute money, he will show his face. All right, he will surface out of the blue. He makes his own contribution and off he goes. Okay, so when it comes to the normal, all right, the normal or what we call passive partner, all right, when you are passive, you are not active. Passive is the opposite of active. It's the antonym of active. All right, so as a normal partner, he is not actually a partner, all right, but he allows his name to be used and is seen to the public as a member, all right, maybe in terms of goodwill. Okay, now we have the silent partner, all right, is known to the public as a partner, all right, but is not part of the management. As we have the secret partner, which is not known to the public as a partner, but it takes absolutely active decisions, all right, very active in the management of business. So we have that as that. Now let's quickly look at the sources of funds for partnership. All right, sources of fund. Let me erase the board so we can have more points to take down. Okay, so we have the sources. We are going to be talking about the sources of partnership, where they get their money from. All right, the thing required to run the business, to make the business go smoothly. So we have about 4 of them. Okay, and we have them as sources. Okay, we have sources of partnership. Okay, one, we have contribution from members. Contribution, all right, from members. Okay, now we have plowing back profits, although this is an agreement. Okay, if we do a business and the profits about 400 million and we are about 4 of us, everybody has 100 million. Now in the partnership deed, all right, it will be clearly stated. So it's not a thing of my own profit, I already have what I have a budget for it already. No, all right, it will be written clearly in their constitution that whenever we make certain amount of profit, 10% of it should be reinvested back into the business, so that whenever profit is being made, there will be no issues. Because some person might say, I have this problem I need to quickly solve, so I'm not putting back my profit. That is not going to be possible, because it is written and approved by, endorsed by each and every member of the business, all partners. So we have plowing back profits. All right, plowing back profits. Okay, so we have number 3, we have borrowing from bank and enjoying credit facilities. That's borrowing. All right, borrowing from bank, borrowing from bank. And we have 4, we have enjoying credit facilities. All right, those are the sources of partnership. Now let's quickly talk about article of partnership or deed of partnership. All right, deed of partnership can also be seen as article of partnership. Okay, and when we say article of partnership, we're talking about the documents that regulate the activities of the partnership business. Are we together? the documents that regulates the activities of the partnership business. All right, that's deed of partnership. Deed of partnership. All right, deed of partnership. This is the document. All right, the document, and this document has the rules and regulation written boldly and clearly, and all members of the partnership business must have gone through it before agreeing to become a member of that partnership business. All right, we have it as the document. All right, document that regulates the activities, all right, activities of the partnership business. All right, the document that regulates the activities of the partnership business. Please, if you are new to this stream, all right, do well to smash the like button, and as well do well to subscribe to the channel. It's very important. All right, please, and at the end of the class, do well to take a picture of the points you jotted down and send it to the class. Or whenever we're having classes, I should stop writing on the board. Is that what we want? Should I stop writing on the board whenever we have classes? All right, because to encourage us and to help us have a structure for our study plan and points we've absorbed from the class, that's why we use the board. It's expected that after the end of the class, take your phone, use the camera to take a picture of the points and send it. All right, others will learn, and it also helped me to understand fully. I understand pretty well that you are also following the classes as expected. All right, so we have that as that. Okay, and it can also be seen as a constitution of the partnership business aimed at guiding against or resolving disagreements. A constitution. All right, a constitution of the partnership business. Excuse me. All right, a constitution of the partnership business. All right, and it is used to guide against, like I said earlier, guide against certain things. All right, guide against or resolve disagreements. So there's nothing like I don't know. Disagreements. All right, it's just to present the deed of partnership, and that settles it. So let's just quickly conclude everything on partnership, as we have the advantage, all right, and disadvantage. Everything, nothing exists that doesn't have advantage and disadvantages. So now let's just quickly talk about the advantages and disadvantages, and we'll call it a wrap for tonight. So we're going to just split it. We are having the advantages and disadvantages of partnership. Okay. So let's put it this way: ADV and this ADV. All right. So number one, greater financial resources. All right. Combined ability. Greater, all right, financial resources, all right, combined All right, combined expertise, skill, and ability. Combined ability. All right, slash skills. All right, and we have greater continuity, joint and better decision. Better and joint decision. All right, and we also have greater continuity. Disadvantage is that unlimited liability. All right, the liability is unlimited. Unlimited liability. And we also have, now when it comes to business, the business is not a legal entity. Not a legal entity. All right, and we have a decline the pride of ownership. All right, definitely it consists, your opinion cannot supersede. It has to be a king of majority carries the vote. All right, so it doesn't encourage uh, pride of ownership. All right, declines the pride, decline the pride of ownership. All right, and lastly, since it's a thing of 10 to 20%, all right, when it comes to making decision, we have to deliberate. It's back then, in when I used to be one of the church escorts, all right, we can deliberate over a matter for hours and still will not arrive at a resolving junction. So when it comes to a thing of 2, 3, 4, 5%, all right, unlike sole proprietorship or unlike an entrepreneur, whereby you can just take decision without consulting anyone, in partnership there's something called bureaucracy, and it slows down decision making process. All right, we have what we call bureaucracy, and this basically slows down decision making process. Okay, so tonight we'll call it wrap here. Then in our next class we'll start with joint stock company. All right, so thank you very much everyone. I believe we've been able to grab some things in tonight's class, and let's do how to respond. All right, let's do how to respond to let's drop the note in our private class. And for those of us who might still be interested in becoming a member, all right, in the class we are still accepting, all right, new students, and do how to, you all are highly welcome. Just go to the website or you reach out to me directly. On the website you find the link to your private class. Use the button to join and the requirement to be sent to you, and you, as soon as you respond to the requirement, you will automatically become one of our latest members. Thank you very much everyone. I look forward to seeing you all. Thank you, Miss Friday. Is it Mr. Friday? Thank you, Mr. Joe, Mr. Kingsley. It's great to have you. Miss Rejoice, Miss Happy, Miss Ajuma. I'm not sure you're on this stream. Are you on the stream? Miss Blessing Osai. It's great to have you. And Mr. Edward Kingsley. There's Miss Titi is not on the stream. Mr. Jewelers is not on the stream. All right. Miss Awa. Okay, those are some of our students. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's have a wonderful night rest, and I look forward to seeing all the subsequent tutorials. Bye bye.